Alright, AP Human Geography classes, here's our last short video on religion, and we're going to focus on territorial conflicts and why they arise among religious groups. Alright, well, let's talk about the first idea, and that is cultural diversity. And cultural diversity of landscape has shifted over time, and which has led to religious conflict. So, what does this mean? So, adherents of a religion, let's say, alright, conflict with one another spatially because of, let's say, where their places of worship are with other religions, or where their religion started, and they'd like to take over that land. So, we're going to get more into that in a second. Another way territorial conflicts arise among religious groups is due to government policies. Now, over time, government policies have minimized religious values, and that's primarily due to economic and political change. If something is interfering religiously through economic or political means, well, government has usually stepped in to try and change that. One example is the Taliban and how they are against Western ideals. Now, the Taliban gained power in Afghanistan. They banned all things Western and non-Islamic. For example, economically speaking, they banned trade. Well, U.S. thought they had their best interests when they supported the Taliban taking over Afghanistan, but eventually they overthrew it because of their radical government beliefs and banning all things Western. Also, Hindus believe in a caste system. Now what that is that each Hindu is assigned a place or a class according to religious law. And so usually a person is born into a caste according to their father's class. Now, government policy has stepped in and basically stated that the very bottom group, the untouchables, where if you're in a different caste or class, you weren't even allowed to touch or speak to them. They kind of stepped in and abolished that class. As you can see, government policy, again, influencing or adapting religious values. All right, our last one here is religion versus religion. And we talked about in class why religions conflict with one another. And really the main reason why is fundamentalism. And what that is, it's one person's belief that their religion is the correct one and there is no other one that people should follow. And so here's some examples of conflicts due to fundamentalism. In Ireland, there is still a large Catholic versus Protestant conflict between one another due to fundamentalism. In the Middle East, which many of you are aware of, there are Jews versus Christians versus Muslims conflict that have been lasting over 2,000 years over various areas within, let's say, the Gaza Strip and the Sinai Peninsula and Jerusalem and Israel and Palestine, all right? But the majority of fighting is over one piece of land, Israel, and the main reason is the question, who should rule over this land? Now, if you remember correctly, all three of the religions I just mentioned are Abrahamic religions, so they're all fighting over the homeland or the birth or origin or hearth of where their religion started. If you look at the picture to the right here, you can see how Jerusalem is split up into specific religious quarters, and this is a byproduct of fundamentalism. Okay, a quick recap. I know this was a short video. 3 ways religious conflicts are created are due to spatial relationships to other religions, how close they are with one another, fundamentalism, that one's personal religion is better than everybody else's, and government policies that adapt religious values. All right, that's it. There's our unit on religion. We'll talk more about this in class. I will see you then.